The article about Narcirema was very interesting to read about and learn about someone else's perspective of our culture. I thought it was very interesting to go back after reading it the first time and understand that they're actually talking about American culture and then make the connections from all of their comparisons and how they described it. These medicine men in our culture are described as pharmacists. All right, great. Um, they describe the labeling on the bottles of the prescription as a secret language that only our medicine men can understand. They also describe dentist equipment as hog hairs and magical powder. This ritual is also an exorcism of the evil in the mouth. They also describe dentists as holy mouthmen. These holy mouthmen believe that if not for their rituals, that people's teeth will fall out. There are many people around the world with many different cultures, and some of those people may not understand our culture or see it differently than we actually have. For example, Halloween. Halloween in many traditions and cultures may seem weird to other people. To us, it is a very normal and happy time to celebrate. Halloween is a night for kids all around the country to pretend to be their favorite idol or character from one of their movies or series. Someone from a different culture may see and think of Halloween differently than we do. For example, Halloween is the night where kids around the country go to take candy from people's houses and dress up in costumes to hide their identity. The residents of these houses are forced to give candy to the kids if they knock on the door. In order to save some candy, some of these citizens try to make jack-o'-lanterns and carve scary faces in them to scare the kids away so they don't lose so much candy. In reality, that is not what Halloween is or is about. For example, the kids, they dress up in costumes so that they can express themselves and show a little bit of creativity. The parents, they don't actually have to give the kids the candy, they just do it to make them happy and also gives the parents happiness. And finally, they don't use the jack-o'-lanterns to scare away the kids from the candy. Most parents actually use this as family time or bonding time with their kids and let their kids express their creativity while carving their pumpkin. Halloween is a time for friends and family to gather and express their diversity and creativity throughout their costumes, pumpkin carvings, and anything else they choose to do. In the beginning, Halloween was seen as a time for playing games and telling scary stories to one another. Often on Halloween, the teens or the youth of the culture will pull pranks and use the night to be mischievous. As it continued, Halloween became more of a community-oriented holiday. Instead of playing games and telling stories, it became more based on parades and partying. It later became more of a family-oriented holiday. Now, families more spend time doing activities such as carving jack-o'-lanterns or going trick-or-treating with one another. Nowadays, people have to be more careful of what they choose to dress up as of our culture is now more sensitive to other cultures and people. We must look and choose what to wear without trying to offend others. As said in an article from University of Wisconsin, costumes can be racist, crude, or culturally offensive to others. I think the evolution of Halloween has been beneficiary to us. Nowadays, our culture and our country is more sensitive to a lot more stuff. It is good that we have learned to become more empathetic with our costumes and traditions so that we look out for others and try not to offend anyone. Parties and parades have always been a big part of culture, but so have the little things such as telling stories and playing games. Halloween is all about the little things such as carving jack-o'-lanterns, dressing up, spending time with family. Overall, Halloween is a time to express yourself, have fun, and spend time with your family.